This is what happens when you crave, when you attach to things. On our Dhammakaya tradition, we have something on meditation that says, why are we always craving? Knowing that we have everything, knowing that we have a roof, we have food, we have all the basic needs, why we are still seeking more things. The Dhammapada verse 204, it says that contentment is wealth. Everything that you have right now is everything that you need. Instead of always seeking validation, instead of always thinking that once you get the car, once you get the job, once you get this, you're gonna be happy. Instead of just thinking that these things are gonna make you happy, you gotta just reframe this way of thinking. Reframe it to contentment. Don't think that validation or once you get these things, magically you're just gonna feel fulfilled. The only way you're gonna feel fulfilled is by contentment. So if you're just content, if you're just happy to be here, you don't need anything else. You don't need a car, you don't need anything. There is a term called Anicca. Anicca means impermanence. All these impermanent things are not gonna make you happy, because once you get them, they quickly disappear. So your happiness is gonna be taken by these things. So you get the job, then you lose the job, and then that's it. So peace is not found with Anicca. These are the two terms, Tanha and Anicca. Tanha is to crave, Anicca is impermanence. So once you crave conditioned things, which are Anicca things, which are impermanent things, if there is a condition to make something happen, these things won't satisfy you because they're impermanent. If you are into a relationship and you just surrender all your power to this relationship, you're gonna suffer, because at some point, this is impermanence. She's gonna leave you. Hopefully she doesn't, but if she does, you're gonna suffer. So you cannot surrender the power to Anicca things. You cannot surrender the power to impermanent things. So every time you start thinking, oh, I'm gonna surrender all my power to something, you're gonna feel Tanha. You're gonna feel crave. Once you feel crave, you're gonna suffer. So I think the best thing that you can do is just be grateful for whatever you have, and deeply understand that none of these impermanent things are gonna make you happy, because they're impermanent. One point you have them, and then the next day you don't. So once you deeply understand that all these things, the car, the job, then the girlfriend, the traveling. I've been traveling for the past 3 years, non-stop. I really thought that, I was gonna be fully satisfied because I was gonna be traveling all over the world. But then you keep craving, you keep going with Tanha, you keep just okay, once I go to this country, I'm gonna be satisfied. Once I go to this country, I'm gonna be satisfied. It's never ending. So then I just realized I just have to be content. If I'm content, I don't need anything. I'm just here. So it's these illusions of your mind. You start seeing these illusions by what they are, which are illusions, and then as soon as you see these illusions, you cut them. You don't pay attention to them. You just come back here to the present, repeat an affirmation, I'm content, I don't need anything. The more you need to be satisfied, the less satisfied you're going to be. Think about that. The more you need to be satisfied, the less satisfied you're going to be. The less things you need to be satisfied, the more satisfied you're going to be. It's that simple. Just be in the present moment, just value the things that you already have. You're gonna have a great life. And I'm not saying just to stop, working for the things you want. I'm not saying that, you just gotta lay down and do nothing and meditate all day. I'm not saying that. You can be productive. You can work on your things, but don't attach. Be deeply involved with life, but surrender to the outcome. Meaning that you do everything with the best passion. You do everything with your best intention, but you don't attach to the outcome. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But at least you're going to the journey. On our Dhammakaya tradition, we have something on meditation that says, a mind that doesn't need anything gets everything. And it's been happening to me. Once I'm in my best meditations has been once I'm not craving anything. I just sit, and instead of always having an expectation that, I'm gonna have a crazy experience meditating, I just sit, and all of a sudden I start having this experience meditating. And then I get excited, and this experience just goes away. So this is what happens when you crave, when you attach to things disappear. So my best meditations now are the ones that I just remain equanimical. I just sit, and maybe I'm having a really good experience meditating. I start seeing light. I start seeing that I'm going super deep in my meditation. I don't get excited anymore. I do get excited a little bit, but I'm like, okay, I gotta remain equanimical. I cannot attach to the outcome, because once I attach to the outcome, I start to suffer. I start to expect these things, and then these things don't happen. I get disappointed. So it's better to not have expectations. Be deeply in love with life. Be deeply involved in your work, in what you do. But what happens, the outcome is gonna come anyways. So I just wanted to respond to some questions that you guys have. Somebody asked me if you can ordain as a monk, as being non-foreigners. Yes, you can ordain as a monk being a foreigner. You just gotta spend 30 days in the forest learning how to be a monk, learning about Buddhism, meditating 5 hours a day, and then you can ordain. If you have any questions, you can just send me a DM and I can guide you on how can you do this. If you have any more questions, you can drop them in the description. I'll see you in the